Nailed it. I'm ready for the review, Hex. Ready to do it.
There was a time when the 5-button plastic guitars of Rock Band and Guitar Hero were an impressive foray into the music rhythm genre, but now Ubisoft's Rocksmith has upped the ante by letting you play a real guitar. Farjo, I think if we're going to do this, we have to do it properly.
What are you trying to say?
Let's go. What would the Rage Couch be without a guest musician?
Hi.
Hi guys.
This is Cloud Busting. He's one of the producers on Good Game and also a professional musician. Cloud's band Big Heavy Stuff have recorded and toured all over the shop with the likes of Powderfinger and Radiohead. Cloud, tell us, what is your professional opinion on Rocksmith?
Well, first, could we talk about this guitar? If you decide to go and get the Rocksmith bundle, you actually get this guitar. It's a pretty decent brand. It's an Epiphone Junior. But like with any sort of cheaper model guitar, it does have a few flaws. For instance, the action, which is the height of the strings off the neck, it's a little bit high, so it hurts your fingers when you play. And the intonation is a bit out, so it goes out of tune. It's in tune, maybe open stringed, but then you bar it and it's a bit wonky. And that can actually be a bit of a handicap when you're playing the game. If you can find someone who knows what they're doing, they can do what's called a setup where they adjust the bridge and get the guitar sort of sounding and feeling a lot better.
But you can play this with any guitar though, right? So if you've got your own guitar, you can use that instead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's nothing special about this guitar. You don't have to use this to play Rocksmith. Any electric guitar or bass guitar or an acoustic with a pickup will work because the game comes with this magic USB to jack lead, and that means you're plugging your guitar straight into your console. And it's making your TV or your stereo like a makeshift guitar amp, and it actually sounds pretty good.
As a professional guitarist, from your perspective, do you find this to be the authentic guitar experience or gimmicky?
Look, I was pleased to find out that there's no gimmick to it at all. The game can accurately read everything that you do on the guitar. You know, chords, slides, bends, everything. It's really quite impressive. It even has an on-screen tuner that you can use, which I did find a little bit forgiving. Like, it tells you the guitar is perfectly in tune, even when some of the strings are a little bit flat or a little bit sharp. And I think it's not so precise, just to kind of get people into the songs quicker. Rocksmith uses a note lane like other guitar games, but here you're looking at a horizontal guitar neck with 6 strings, each string a different colour, and some of the frets are numbered. So it's like you're seeing through the guitar neck. If you were to hold the guitar up to the TV screen, you're basically putting your fingers where you should, where the notes come towards you.
As a beginner, and when I say beginner, I mean I don't know an A chord from a B chord, or I've never played the guitar before in my life, and I found it really difficult to, watch what my fingers were doing on the fretboard and watch what was happening on screen and going back and forth.
Yeah, I think that will add a layer of difficulty for beginners. But look, once you get used to it, it's quite intuitive. It sort of becomes like sight-reading chord charts coming towards you. And I had a lot of fun sort of working out the more intricate sort of fiddly guitar parts and things like that.
The game also has a dynamic difficulty system. It adjusts the complexity of the note lane on the fly to match your skill level. Songs start out as simple one-note parts, and as you do well, it adds more and more notes until you're playing the full guitar part as it was recorded.
Yeah, that's right. And song to song, you'll be taught new techniques like palm muting, harmonics, tremolo, and bar chords. It's very thorough, but it never tries to teach you any actual music theory. I do think it's a bit of an oversight that they didn't allow you to set the difficulty manually, because if you're really good at the game and you're playing and you make a few bum notes, then the note complexity drops down, and that's a bit annoying if you just want it to sort of stay up there the whole time.
Yeah, that bothered me too, because I'm good at some songs, but others just got no chance at.
I found this didn't really appeal to me in the way that a game would. It feels a bit more like a gamified guitar tutoring program. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think, they've tried to wrap it up in as much game as possible. They award you Rocksmith points and virtual effects pedals and things like that. I think when it comes down to it, it is more of a guitar teaching tool than an instant fun party game like Rock Band. It's for guitarists by guitarists.
There is the Guitarcade though. These are retro-styled mini-games that make you use different guitar techniques to get high scores, such as hitting the right chords to shoot down zombies. I thought this was a fun diversion from practicing the songs.
Yeah, those games certainly test your ability to find the frets quickly, but I don't know, I found them a bit routine, and again, if you're not familiar with the guitar, it gets pretty tricky.
Bomb defused.
Yeah, they are a bit simplistic, sort of as mini games. Even when you know what you're doing on the guitar, I think you'll get a bit bored of them after a while. But look, what they're there for is to make you more comfortable with the neck and help you explore the fretboard so that when you go back to the songs, you're better at the techniques that they're teaching you.
The Australian version of Rocksmith also supports bass guitar straight off the disc. So you can play through all the same songs on bass too, or back up a friend on guitar, and you'll be taught specific bass skills as well. Even a bit of slapping.
All right, it's your professional muso opinion.
I was really impressed with it. I mean, I think if you're looking for something to motivate you to play guitar and get better and improve your guitar playing, Rocksmith will definitely do that. If you're more an advanced guitarist, I think it'll come down to whether you really want to learn the parts to the songs that come on the disc. Personally, I think I'll be looking at what the future DLC is going to be like.
Yeah, I mean, I can really appreciate the potential this game has to teach me how to play the guitar, but if you're not motivated to learn, there's not really enough game in there to really hook you in. But I mean, I think it's amazing what they've done though. I'm giving it 7.5.
I think if you approach this as a game, you'll have a terrible time, but as someone who can play a guitar a little bit, I got quite a lot out of it, so I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 rubber chickens. What about you, Cloud? Gonna score it?
Oh, yeah, you should score it.
Give it a little score?
Give it a score.
Can I score a score? Okay, I'd give it 8 too. 8 rubber chickens. Okay, guys, back to work.
Yes. Sorry.
Bye.